Hello, YouTube. Happy Sunday. Happy 24th of August in the year of our Lord, 2025. Oh, let's play some Stardew Valley. What were we doing in this game? Lobster bisque. I don't know, maybe coal would be a good one to do today. I don't even know if we're gonna end up in any caverns today or not. So I know we're working towards some more automation. I know we filled up our barns with pigs. We were working on friendship. We've started a new week, so go gather some gifts. Glamrock. Hi, sorry, I've never pulled up any of your streams. Been quite busy. Happy Sunday. I know you said a while ago. Terribly sorry for your loss. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that very much. I sincerely do. Thank you for joining a live stream. It is always good to connect with people, to meet somebody new. So I hope you are doing well. Alright, I hear some construction, so I think Robin is building us something. Maybe our shed. Oh, night market. I don't know if we really care about the night market. I think we did get one auto petter last time too. I don't remember. I think I put it in the coop. So we still gotta pet all our piggies. That's alright. We can leave the feathers for now. I'm just gonna go sell all this stuff. Actually, I think we're gonna need dino mayo for something. That'll be a nice chunk of change. This can go in here. And let's go give some people some gifts. Alright, so I know Caroline was one. Laura, hello. Charlotte, hello. Lamrock says, you're very welcome. I genuinely mean that. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I always appreciate the good vibes. It's what we go for on this channel. And Glamrock, you're now part of it. You are contributing to the greater good just by being here. And I appreciate that. Harvey, Shane, Seb, Gus. Harvey, Shane, Seb, Gus. I don't have anything for Demetrius yet. I really wish I had grown strawberries. We'll give Alex an egg. We will give the dwarf an emerald. I don't really have anything good for Pierre either. Or Jas can get this. Guess Demetrius and Kent are gonna get stuff too. You're very polite, Glamrock. Which isn't a bad thing. I appreciate it. I hope that you don't feel the need to be very formal. Because you do not need to be very formal. This is very chill. We're all family here. You can call me Matt, and it is all good. If you have questions about Stardew, feel free to ask. This is in my top 3 favorite games of all time. And I've had a lot of fun playing it on stream. Been a very casual playthrough. I chose it because, well, number one, it's just a beloved game. My daughter and I played it quite a bit. I don't know if you watched my Stardew video. But if not, there's some added context. You watch that video. But it's just like a nice chill game. It's nice to just be able to casually hang out on a live stream and talk to people and play a chill game, so well, that's good, Glamrock. We'll take all the positive vibes you want to bring, friend. Can't have too much. It's actually good timing. To have a new person go up. Bring in some good vibes. You know, I talk about bullying often on stream, especially like on social media, and you know how much bullying I've had since I started this channel. And I've talked about like how it normally doesn't really bother me, but once in a while it's not that it like hurts me, it just annoys me. And this morning was one of those mornings. I got on and I started checking comments, and there's just like a surge of people saying absolutely heinous things, which I don't really know like why people feel the need to not just come on and like say one nasty thing, but leave like 10 comments. And I usually don't engage because that's what those people want. But it is kind of just like annoying, I guess. I feel sorry for those people. But again, it's interesting timing that, you know, it was a little bit low. 25 gold star vegetables. He said fruit, then I'd say yeah, let's do it, but But yeah, I find it interesting that I was met with a wave of negativity this morning, and here you are trying to balance that out with some positivity. So I appreciate it. It's okay. You can say assholes. I try not to curse very much on stream. Not that I have anything against the use of language. It's just, you know, not what I'm about on this project. But yeah, unless you're being vulgar, you're good. Heard Animal Crossing similar to it. Yeah, that's a fair comparison. I think Stardew is like a much more complex version of Animal Crossing. But I also absolutely love Animal Crossing. I was actually just playing it the other night. And see what's nice about this game, you know, the thing that I highlight often when I talk about Stardew Valley is just the number of different things you can do. You can really play the game any way you want. You can really focus on anything you want, much like Animal Crossing. And so, like, right now, I'm focusing on, like, I'm giving gifts to people. So I'm trying to build social relationships. And I'm doing that for a few reasons. I mean, there is some actual benefit to it in-game, which is really the goal that I'm trying to meet, to be honest. We're almost at the end of the second year, and having more friendship with more people at the end of the second year is actually very beneficial. That's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. Specifically, you can give people up to 2 gifts per week. And so usually early in the week, I try to just get that done so then I can focus on other aspects of the game. Where Alex is. Which Animal Crossing game is your favorite, Glamrock? I'm a veteran. I've been playing Animal Crossing since the GameCube. Alex must be the bathhouse. No, talking a lot is good. Especially because it's early in the stream. So there's like not a lot of people in here yet. So this is actually perfect. It's a great time for us to get to know each other. So you cannot share too much. New Horizons. I think New Horizons is my favorite too. I think it just did such a good job of kind of taking a lot of the best parts. Yeah, there he is. Of a lot of the previous games. I think, generally speaking, when I ask people this question, they either say New Horizons or New Leaf. I have not played New Leaf. And so I can't really weigh in. I would say my least favorite Animal Crossing is probably Wild World. Not that it's bad. I just think it was a little bit ambitious aesthetically. And it's not a great looking game. So I could go upgrade my hoe. Maybe we just go to Ginger Island. I don't really care about planting any of these seeds. I don't really care about spinners. Oh, I didn't find Harvey today. Oh well. I always forget Harvey. Ninja Dev, hello, hello. Popping, hello. You know, I use the term bullying very loosely. Ninja, a lot of it is just mindless spam. People trying to troll. Saying that my daughter is burning in hell and just ridiculous, heinous stuff like that. But again, I realized a long time ago that those people who... Like, think about it. How crappy must your life be if, like, that's what you do for fun, is go on YouTube and leave heinous comments to people, like, just to try to make yourself feel better. Like, I feel sorry for all those people. I truly do. Purple's here. Hello, hello. No, you haven't missed much. We just started. Just hanging out. Oh, it's raining again. This is good. Because there is a bird. It's actually 4 birds on Ginger Island. And they will randomly drop a stone that we need to solve a puzzle. Not gonna mess with this now. So I don't know which bird is here today. But we need to remember which one is where. And I've already forgotten. Blue, hello. Farm is not great. Again, it's been a very casual playthrough. We chose the Meadowlands farm, which I like it. I honestly think it might be my favorite farm. I think it's certainly the easiest early game farm. No, I'll go back and check the muscles. I just wanted to find this guy. Okay. Oh, looks like I already did one. Alright, so now we know two. We could probably actually guess. Because there's only a few combinations. I honestly don't know where we're at with the walnuts either. I got a little bit confused because when I made the Stardew video, I played through the game again. There's one more gem that it can be, right? The gem Poopy Bird, that's it. That's the official canon name, correct. I can give Leo a feather. Wilderness farm is fun. My first farm was actually a forest farm. Let's just go see if we can get lucky. I'm having trouble remembering. Oh, I think it's an aquamarine. Pretty sure. But maybe we'll get lucky. Actually, let's... See if Leo's home. There you go, buddy. So there's 4 of these pillars, and I'm pretty certain the gems that you place on them can be any of these first 5. So we know what 2 of them are. We know one is a topaz and one is an emerald because that's where the birds were and that's what they dropped. But instead of waiting for 4 rainy days to show up on the island so that you can find all the gem poopy birds, so you can figure it out by process of elimination. So I don't have an aquamarine with me, meaning that there's 2 combinations here we can't try. Or I guess 4 combinations we can't try, because we don't know what these other 2 are, but we can just guess, and maybe we'll get it. Okay, so we know it's not that. We know it's not that. So we know one of these is either an amethyst or an emerald, but we don't know which one. And we know one is an aquamarine, but we don't know which one. So, maybe I just go home and grab an aquamarine. Not even going to waste a totem. Yeah, I think there's still plenty of space in the forest one too. Now, obviously, like, if you want to maximize farming, then you go with the OG, but, you know, again, aesthetically, I kind of think that the OG farm is boring. It's efficient. I almost wish it was like Animal Crossing in a way where you could, like, kind of do some terraforming. Add a cliff if you wanted to add a cliff. Add a creek if you wanted to add a creek, etc. I think that would be cool, but I understand why the game's not that way. Just programmatically, it would be a nightmare. I don't think we have access to the walnut room yet, Laura. I could be mistaken. I am often mistaken about things. I don't still have one of these. No one in here, do I? Nope. Actually want to hang on to fiber. They don't have much of it. Oh, Ella, hello. You're so welcome. I hope you had fun at the fair. Happy Sunday, kid. Sounds good, Ninja. Thanks for checking in. Be easy, buddy. Oh, let's see. Ladders is the best if we're going to try to do the Skull Cavern. But I kind of don't feel like doing that today. Should just go do the rest of our gift giving. You did zipper? What is that, like a zip line? I'm old, I don't know things anymore. Alright, our beautiful shed is done. We could start dealing with that. I do want to upgrade it. But we'll probably make a few sheds. The first one we're going to fill up with crystallariums, though. Get all those other crystallariums out of the house. Free up that space. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. It's a great winter song, Bobby, and let's hope that my video doesn't get a copyright claim against it for it. I don't need emeralds anymore either, do I? We need a few to give to the dwarf, but... Alright. Jas, Seb, Harvey, Jane, Alex. Probably good enough. I don't remember how much wood I need. We'll go north first. Oh, this week is going to be crazy, guys. We're in full swing at the property. Bulldozers and backhoes and dump trucks. Getting everything clear to start building. I want to finish streaming 7 days this week. That game was very interesting. I don't know what else to start, though. I've got a whole list here of games. I kind of want to play Cave Story. I don't know if you guys have seen Cave Story before. Oh, I need 300 stone. Of course I do. But I've just, for whatever reason, been thinking a lot about Cave Story lately. And I think that would be fun to play on stream. Well, I might do that. No, Purple, you're certainly not. This is not my favorite part of the game. I mean, I like learning about the villagers and watching the cutscenes and stuff. But the tedium of gift giving is not exciting. It's a necessary evil, and we don't have much left, so I'm kind of just trying to push through it, to be honest. And what's nice is that it's not like it gets to a point where, like, aside from your spouse, really, you don't have to do anything to maintain friendships. You get max friendship with somebody, and for most people, it just stays that way. So I like that the game doesn't, you know, put you in this cage of making you hunt Alex down once a week and give him an egg, as an example. Yeah, I loved Cave Story. I haven't played it in quite a while. And I mean, close to 20 years, 15 years at least. I played it on my Wii, for reference. Hey, Gus. But it's just a great indie game. Solid platform shooter. Swami, hello. We're always winning. And again, I think that's like with a game like Stardew where there's just so many things to do. So many different ways that you can play it. Like naturally people are going to love and hate different parts of it. But I think that's what makes a game like this great. That Concerned Ape, you know, crafted this experience to be that way. Did all the work to put all these different elements in. You know, like, bro could have just made a farming simulator and left it at that. But he didn't. And I respect the man for it. Okay, Jas is either playing out in the field. She's probably at school. I think by now I'd memorize schedules a little better, but supposed to show you how much I really care about gift giving. Epsilon, what's up, dude? Happy Sunday. So, let's go ahead and we will go upgrade our shed. And then I'm going to start moving all those crystallariums. Our house can stop being an ugly mess. Top 3 for me, Charlotte. Stardew is as close to a perfect game for me as I've ever seen, I think. I mean, for the type of game it is, I should say. It's hard to, like, really choose. You know, I say that The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is my favorite game of all time. But I say that largely... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's objectively a good game. But I say that largely just because it really just captivated me as a child. And kind of, like, never let go. And so much of how I view the world and view gaming... is from A Link to the Past. So I understand people who are younger than me, you know, they feel that way about something like Wii Sports, or Minecraft, or Miitopia, or whatever. Like, there was just a game that came along that just sunk its teeth in and never let go. I really do like this sparkly purple wallpaper. We'll do the stone floor in the shed, though. Let's go see how many crystallariums we can put in this bad boy, and... I think we can probably craft several more as well, but until our shed is bigger, I don't know how many we're actually going to fit in here. Put that one there. I know there's like a better way to do this. But I've never been one to be super efficient. Do still want some of these to be rubies. Crystallariums, we need gold, iridium, stone, and batteries, I think? Question mark? It's actually stone that we ran out of. Right? And gold. Oh, yeah, just gold. Okay. Well, that's okay. 20 is good. Das ist gut. Pokemon Platinum Purple? That's cool. That is my favorite Pokemon game of all time. You just got Terraria, Charlotte. Also in my top 3 games of all time. Love Terraria. Like, I'm not asking you guys what your favorite game is, per se. But what is that game for you that, you know, captivated you as a child? It just had some kind of magic to it when you were younger. And you just... It's just got a special place in your heart. Oh, do we bother going to the night market? I don't think there's anything there. Like we really need to do. That worked out. I guess we can go check it out. I don't remember how many diamonds I still need, so... I'm gonna be lazy and just put some stuff in here for now. Does Alex go to the night market? Can I still give him an egg? Don't think so, but whatever. White version? Candy Crush? Alright, I think that's everybody. Everybody's wiggling. Alright. Just Dance on the Wii. That's cool. I feel like a lot of Wii games are people's favorite. What a magical time that was in gaming. It is weird, too, to think about, you know, how rare it is for a game to come along for me as a middle-aged man and, like, truly just make me not want to do anything else except play that game. This is one of those games. Well, there's a lot of people here, but I don't think Alex comes to the night market. The air is so spicy here. Penny, my love, you're bizarre. Oh, Terraria was one of those games for me. Breath of the Wild was one of those games for me. Oh, I would really love for you to sell... I was going to say sell a strawberry seed, but I will just make one. Donka. I don't care about anything else here, I don't think. Guy doesn't sell anything I really care about. I don't care about the mermaid stuff. I don't care about fishing. Cool. Pokemon Crystal. I've played every generation of Pokemon from Gen 1 except Gen 7. I did not play Sun or Moon. Pokemon Crystal's cool because that's the first Pokemon game in which you could choose to be a girl. Oh, I brought my seed makers to the island. I think I have one in the chest. House? Question mark? Alright, am I losing my marbles? I could have sworn I saw a seed maker in one of these. Wonder if it was on my Ginger Island. Ginger Island farm. It might have been. Was I... Am I losing my mind, chat? Semi-rhetorical question. Okay, well, we're going to Ginger Island tomorrow. For those of you that were here on Friday, what did you guys think of that 7 days game so far? Like, I low-key almost want to make a video about it. Just because it's so unique. Is Crystal your favorite? Or Purple, did you say that Platinum was your favorite? Yeah, I definitely, in that 7 days game, I feel the tension building. Like, I'm not saying, like, something bad is going to happen. But I definitely feel... like there's going to be some more of the darker elements introduced. Oh, there's my freaking seed maker. Well, let's just go put one in the greenhouse. That's where I normally keep them. I don't know why I took one out of here. Alright, don't give me mixed seeds. Give me strawberry seed. I just need one. Perfect. Ask and ye shall receive. Alright. We will have a gift for Demetrius now. Yeah, I understand that, Purple. I think that's how I feel about Gen 1 and Gen 4 also. Like, Gen 1 was the introduction to it. I played both blue and yellow. But 4... I don't know, I feel like 4 was... just as close to being like the perfect Pokemon experience as possible. I don't think they will, Pa Bean. I like Harvey, but this is like the dorkiest hobby possible. And Seb plays like Dungeons and Dragons. And I think that this is dorkier. Not knocking either of them. I just find it interesting that Concerned Ape like chose to give all the characters this broad range of hobbies and interests. Like Haley's a good example. You know, when you compare Haley to like Leah is very clearly like meant to be an artistic person. She's painting and sculpting and doing all these things. And this is a cool little cutscene. But Haley is kind of meant to be, at least on the surface, you know, shallow and focuses on beauty. And so you'd think that she'd be, you know, shallow and pretentious. But, like, she has depth. And, you know, like, her big interest is photography. And it's not like she's out taking a bunch of selfies. You know, she's out, like, taking pictures of mostly nature, from what I can discern. And I find that interesting. Pani Puri, hello. Yes, I've played Undertale. I played it on stream, friend. There's 3 VODs. There's a highlights reel. I also played Undertale Yellow. There's 3 VODs for that, and a highlight reel on the way. That is the video I'm currently editing, is an Undertale Yellow highlights reel. Here you go, bro. Time for your daily alcohol, sir. I'm like, why can't I go in there? SK, hello. I do not believe that Concerned Ape used Game Maker to develop Stardew Valley. I'm pretty sure Stardew was made from scratch. But I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Penny Puri, I absolutely love Toby Fox's work. Undertale was great. Undertale Yellow was also great, not as great. Deltarune has been amazing so far. It's been a lot of fun to play those games. Ruby, Amethyst, Aquamarine. Alright, I should be okay. It really depends on the game maker, Purple, and how much you understand coding. And just like sequentially how programmatic language works. I feel like you have to have a certain kind of brain to do it. And that's why people who make games, like, it's usually a team of people. Because if you think about it, you need... I mean, to me, you need at least 4 people to make a good video game. You need somebody who can do visual art. You need somebody who can do music. You need somebody who can write a story. And you need somebody who can program it all. And very, very, very rarely does it happen that one person comes along and can do all of it. And such is the case with Stardew Valley. But I would say if you have any interest in making a game, Purple, get RPG Maker. Look at that lucky guess. RPG Maker is about as easy as it gets to just make a game that's functional. And with the newest iteration of RPG Maker, which is RPG Maker MZ, you actually don't even need to know much programming. So in the old days of RPG Maker, it actually, you could do scripting, but RPG Maker used its own coding language. And I think it was called RGSS2. I'm not even close. I think it was called RGSS2. And it's not that it was complicated, but it was something different. And so now everything's been converted. And all the plugins and stuff are done with Java. So now it's much simpler to do, like, extra things, I should say. Oh, I'll take this too. Because, you know, a lot of times you can just, like, go onto an RPG Maker forum website, and chances are somebody's already developed the plugin that you want. And that community is pretty good about sharing its work. People tend to not hoard those kind of assets. But like with any game making software, you know, the barrier for a lot of people is just how intimidating it can be to learn it at first, because there's so many different aspects of it. I often say that it's like drinking out of a fire hose, because there's just so many things you have to try and learn kind of all at once. RPG Maker also does a great job of keeping all of those different processes separate. So like as an example, you know, the screen in which that you draw out a map, like a forest or a town or the inside of a house, is a completely separate entity from, you know, putting all the items in the game, or designing your enemies, things like that. Alright, we had a couple gold coconuts I probably got to crack. Put away our fiber. Really don't care about... Why do we have so many topaz? I don't think I need that many. Oops. Kind of like to just keep 10 of everything. Oh, let's see. I think now we should probably do a Skull Cavern run or two. I'd say either do a Skull Cavern or do the volcano. Skull Cavern has been good because that can get us auto petters, which on a Meadowlands farm is huge to have. Auto petters and auto grabbers are huge. But that doesn't get us any closer to getting the Infinity Blade or a better pair of boots. So maybe we have to focus on walnuts for a little while. And again, it's kind of blurry in my head which walnuts I have and which I don't. Like I can't remember how many I've fished up, for example. Oh, and I enchanted this. I enchanted my iridium rod, but not my advanced rod. So I guess we can do that too. Not that it makes a giant difference, but guess I should take this. Have my watering can. Oh, I only have enough shards to do one enchantment, and I'm probably not going to get the enchantment I want. Whatever. Yeah, that's okay. I guess let's just go to Ginger Island then. We can sleep there. Oh, Erica, hello. Happy Sunday. Laura, you can ask. You know, that's okay. Safe space. I'm not even going to try to go into the volcano. I know I need to start doing this. What does he want me to grow first? Melon. I know I need to grow melon, wheat, and garlic. So we need to be on the lookout for those seeds. There's a nut. Haven't been to Pirate Cove yet. I haven't done the mermaid thing yet, I don't think. I don't even know if I can get any more from fishing. Oh, did we do all the fossils? Nope. So we still need the bat. Snake and the beast. Oh, Laura. Oh, that's steep. That's heavy, kid. I'm gonna say right now that if you're really feeling that way in this moment, as much as I love having you here on stream with us, this isn't where you should be. You should be getting help. So if you're okay in this moment, which I hope you are, you know, we can sit and talk. But, you know, the thing about it is that, you know, if you really feel yourself going down that path, Laura, you have to take it seriously. It's not something that you can just like ignore and hope that it's going to go away and get better, because it's not going to. You have to think of it, you know, just like any other medical condition, because that's what it is it is a medical condition. You know, if you had cancer, or if you were having a problem with one of your legs or one of your eyes or something like that, you know, would you ignore it and hope that it goes away or gets better? No. So the same thing applies with mental health. Um, I don't know you. I don't know your situation. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how close you are with your family, with your parents, etc. You know, my knee-jerk response to you would be, you know, to go talk to your parents, or, you know, a close friend or family member whom you trust, and again, approach it from a place of the utmost seriousness. I think, you know, when I reflect on, you know, my daughter's death and the weeks leading up to it, it's not that we didn't take it seriously, but she was very reserved and, you know, was not open about how much she was really struggling. And I'm not saying that, you know, to say that I blame her, because she was a child. So of course I don't blame her. She didn't understand it herself. But I do wish that she had been more open about her struggles, made it a little bit more clear about what she was going through and how bad it really was. And I think we would have treated it differently. Not that we didn't take it seriously, you know, because we did all what we thought were the right things at the time for her. And I've talked about this in length on stream, but you know, if I thought that she was really having thoughts about hurting or killing herself, the operation of the household would have been much different. You know, if I had known then what I do now, it would have been much different. You know, I wouldn't really have let her be alone that much. Not that she spent a lot of time alone, but I don't know. Hindsight's kind of 20/20, but I guess I'm sharing all this to say that it is a serious thing, that I know you have people in your life that love you and want you here. And if you're just honest and have that hard conversation, and I know it's going to be hard, I know it's going to be uncomfortable, but like literally the alternative is your illness killing you. That's the harsh reality of it. That's what can happen if you don't have that hard conversation with somebody that you love and trust. So please go have that conversation with somebody that you love and trust, and hopefully they take it as seriously as you. And if it's the kind of thing where they don't know how to react or they don't know how to help you, you know, that's when you can't be afraid to expand the search for resources. You know, there's no shame in trying to figure out, okay, where do I actually need to go for help? Because it can be a really confusing and scary thing to navigate. You know, I mean, seeing your doctor is always good. And it's not a one-size-fits-all treatment kind of thing, typically. Some people need medication. Some people need therapy. Some people need to make lifestyle changes, work or sleep or diet or exercise. Time is a factor. You know, it's not going to be an instant fix either, but don't be afraid to pursue multiple modalities of treatment, I guess. I really hope you're okay. And, you know, again, if you are reaching that point, turn off my stream and go talk to somebody IRL. But, you know, between now and a time when you're better, which I know will come, a time will come when you don't feel this way. I promise you it will. If you stick around, I promise you, you will get to a point in your life where you're going to say, oh man, I'm so glad I listened to Matt and I stuck around and I got help. And now I don't feel this way anymore. And now, you know, I can look ahead in my life and see the potential for good things to happen. I think that's a lot of what that pitfall entails. Is you get stuck in this mindset of, oh, I'm not good enough. It's not even being sad all the time. You know, it's more of like a tired and hopeless feeling, and you lose your ability to rationalize things, and you lose your ability to hold any amount of optimism. You know, you can't see the potential that your life has, and that's a scary thing when you get down on hopeless slope, as I call it. Uh, it can be real steep and real slippery. So I hope. Number one, that you get help. But number two, that you keep showing up to streams and keep checking in. You know, not just because like you're a joy to have on stream and I love talking with you, but you know, just because I genuinely love you and I want you to be okay, and that goes for all of us. So, well, and AG, number one, hello. And number two, that's an absolutely valid point. Is, you know, a lot of people are just scared of it. They're scared to talk about it. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to help. It's super scary when it's your kid. I mean, I remember, you know, when we had that talk with Allie. How just like scary and, again, uncomfortable it was, for lack of a better word. And I'm glad we took it seriously right away, but I don't know. It was a hard conversation, but it needed to happen. And, you know, at first, like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. And eventually we navigated it all together, but, you know, I think unfortunately with my family, with my daughter, I think it was too little too late. And, you know, we had made some wrong choices. And so again, I really just hope and pray that you guys don't end up in that same pitfall. I mean, I'm not trying to excuse your parents or friends or family or anybody else in your life who isn't helpful if you come to them and say, hey, I'm struggling with my mental health, because, again, just a lot of people don't understand it. There's still a lot of stigma around it. Need 4 more notes. And a lot of it's generational. You know, older people, like, they didn't do all this stuff. You know, they didn't go to the doctor for mental health stuff. You know, you were crazy if you went and saw a psychiatrist. So again, I'm not trying to excuse that behavior, but I guess try to help you guys understand, like, why maybe you will be met with some apathy, or it seems like apathy. It's just because people don't understand. Michigan Masks. Hello, brother. Happy Sunday. I really hope that's not the case, Laura. I will tell you that we don't talk about religion or politics very much. And I don't consider myself to be a person of strong faith anymore, or religious affiliation. But I was raised Catholic. I went to a Catholic school. And I think in time I grew away from organized religion in general in my life. But since my daughter's death, I've really grown to look at faith differently. I know that there are a lot of people who claim to be pure religious people, but are just like so misguided. And it's so sad how many people hide behind the veil of religion and, you know, use it as a shield for just being a bad person. Laura, if you're not comfortable, totally okay, I understand. I'll never ask you guys to dox yourself in any way. But I'm curious about how old you are, just for context. And if you're not comfortable giving the number, like maybe you could give me an age range. You know, like are you 15 to 18? Are you 18 to 22? Like I don't really know where you're at in your life. And again, I'm not a mental health provider. I'm not a therapist. I am no more qualified to talk about this than, you know, a random bum off the street. All I can really do is share my experience, you know, for the almost 38 years of being in this world. And if I know about how old you are, then I can empathize a little bit more and think, okay, you know, when I was 24, say, where was I at in my life mentally? What was I doing? How was I feeling? What was going on? I know it was a different time and the world is a different place, and I'm not you and you're not me, but it can help me. Oh, 24, okay. Monitor is pretty bright, I guess. Epic T. Also, hello, Epic T. Vino, hello. I wonder if I have them all from fishing here. So, like, I think I also struggled at that age, though, Laura. When I was 24, I was a year into my military career. I was married and had both of my children. But, you know, my marriage at the time was getting... It was almost done at that point, at age 24. And that's around the time where I went on my first deployment. Which is just, I mean, that's a tumultuous time in any person's life. When you get called over for the first time, it's a very nerve-wracking experience. And I don't want to, I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but I think to a degree, you know, feeling depressed at your age, I don't want to say it's normal, because I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness of the illness. But I will tell you, I guess what I mean to say is that you're not alone to feel that way at that age. I know that's a lot of people. I know that was me. And so I guess I'm saying that to say, you know, don't feel ashamed of it. Don't feel like you're not normal or like you don't, you know, deserve to get some help. Because, you know, I know that's a barrier for some people. They think, oh, well, I'm X years old. I shouldn't be, you know, struggling with this kind of thing. But, you know, that's kind of nonsense. You know, after Allie died, I joined a support group. And I'm still pretty active in it. And people often share, you know, talk about the person they lost. Many of the people in the group are bereaved parents like me. But, you know, it's not all 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. You know, it's a lot, but, you know, I mean, there's 9 and 10-year-olds. Or, you know, people that were in their 50s. Level 1. And I guess I'm trying to, again, not downplay the seriousness of it. But hopefully get you to think a little bit differently about the stigma. You know, that it only affects a certain group of people or people at a certain age, because that's nonsense. I look like a guy from the light mode turned on meme. Oh, that's fair. I am pretty pale. I'm a pretty pasty white guy. But yeah, like I don't have like a high quality camera and lighting and stuff. Like I have a very small ring light, but I almost never use it. I kind of just don't care for it. So usually like I just have a lamp on here. Oh my god, this fireball is so slow. Oh, I can't even go that way. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll be rich and famous from streaming and can afford to have a better setup. But for now, you guys are stuck with my cheap camera and my pasty complexion. Ramona, hello. Casual aura. Laura, if you've been feeling like this for a long time, have you pursued any kinds of treatment? Like, have you seen a doctor about it, or have you done therapy? Have you been on any medications? Bro, I really gotta go all the way around, dang. Duly noted, Michigan masks. I'll show it to you one of these days. I mean, I can show it to you right now. Where the heck did I put it? Oh, I might have put it away, actually. I don't even... Usually I just have it right here, but I haven't been using it, and I cleaned up my desk, so I might have just gotten rid of it. Yeah, usually I keep my ring light right next to my 3D printed Super Mario pipe pencil holder. But I don't see it here, so I must have put it away with my other electronics. Yeah, I don't know, Laura, like, what your thoughts and feelings are. About therapy and medication, but both can be very helpful, especially if you're reaching that like emergency mental health point, which it kind of sounds like you're starting to. You know, getting on selects or something like that might be the thing that helps push you through this time. Epic T says, I play with the 48 slots mod. I've never played any modded Stardew, but I'm going to be honest, I keep thinking more and more about it. I've been such a purist with this game, just because it is so great. Like, the vanilla experience is so great. But as my son and I play more and more modded Terraria, it's kind of like opened my mind a little bit more to the idea of playing with mods, so... Horned Namode with the interesting font there. Last night I watched you play Amori and cried for 10 minutes. Beautiful, honestly. I'm going to be so honest. I was really feeling at my lowest, and watching that last part of the video really helped. Thank you so much for the kind words. thank you so much for taking the time to come into a stream and say that to me. I say this to everybody who does exactly what you did. You could have just as easily left a comment, and maybe I'd see it, maybe I wouldn't. But the fact that you took the time to come into a live stream and share that with me in the group, that means a lot to me, friend. So thank you very much. I'm glad that my work has helped you in some small way, and I hope you're doing okay. Momo, what is up, dude? How are you? Guten Tag. Linux, hello. Yeah, that's... So, admittedly, T, I'm in that situation with Terraria now. Where, like, I don't even want to play it on my Switch anymore. Because even if we're playing vanilla, quote-unquote, which that's what we've pretty closely been doing. I don't think I can ever go back to, like, not playing with, like, ore excavator and stuff like that. So I think probably for the rest of the time I play Terraria. Even if I'm trying to get the vanilla experience, I think I'm gonna still play T-Mod Loader. Josh and I have actually been doing a master mode run of the Celebration Mark 10 seed, which has been a lot of fun. Not the easiest thing, but lots of fun. Ooh, we got a shard. Been a pretty boring volcano here so far. So why are we in the volcano? Well, we do need more cinder shards. I want a better pair of boots. See, like, what's all that over there? I want to go check that out. And of course we need a few more walnuts. Thought there'd be a chest over here, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Oh, AG, that's so nice of you. I appreciate that. That's literally what we're trying to do here. Is just, you know, just be respectful and supportive and chill. And that's why I've loved streaming so much, is because I've gotten to connect with you guys in this new way that's just been so enjoyable for me. It's, you know, when you become a YouTuber, it's so easy to, like, get burnt out. Even if you love making content, like, once you add structure to it, once it becomes your job, it's very easy to lose your zeal. And there's been a lot of times where, like, I've, you know, wanted to just delete this channel and never look back. But, you know, then I started streaming, and like I said, I've gotten to connect with people in a new way. And it's been a very good reminder about why I started this and why I keep doing this. And to see it grow into this thing that, you know, is bigger than myself now, which I think is so great. you know, the Love Yourself project is not just, it's not just Matt anymore. You know, it's all these people, all of you guys who contribute. Your presence adds so much. I'm getting my butt kicked in here. As much as I want to eat that, we're gonna sell those. Leave me alone. I wish I had a level 5 fairy, because that makes a huge difference. Oh yeah, the automation mod. It's not me being humble, AG. You know, I'm not saying I haven't put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this, because I have and still do. But I try to be a realist, and I don't want to discredit, you know, like we hit 65,000 subscribers this week. Which is just insane to me. But that's exactly what I'm saying, is that it's not just me. There's 65,000 of you who like care enough to click that button and, you know, join what this stands for and support the message. And, you know, I would be narcissistic if I, you know, were to sit here and take credit for all of that. I want this. Oh. Phoenix ring, huh? What rings do we even have? Oh, yeah, we're fine. 2 iridium bands, luck ring, slime charm ring. First trinket you got was level 5. Nice. Oh, Ramona, that is so sweet of you to say. We're all in our feels today, aren't we? You want to make fan art, AG? What, like draw a picture of me? Do it. Michigan Mass, yes, she did. And she... she complimented your shirt. And we shared a chuckle. Oh, I didn't pet my animals. I did a bad. And now I don't think I can I? Because our piggies are going to be sleeping. Yep, you cannot pet a sleeping pig. Also, why is my auto feeder not auto feeding? Are we out of hay? No. Oh, what's going on? Alright, we have some figuring out to do. Because our troughs should not be empty. Oh, let's see. We'll save this. We'll save this. We got a ton of cinder shards. Good on amethyst. Good on diamante. We save all the rubies. Oops. I don't really care about bone shards, but whatever. Hatch. Hello. Buddy, you know you can call me Matt. We are on a first name basis here, I promise you. Things are going okay, dude. How are you? No, there's not anything specific I would like you to have a go at. But this is a great time to just remind you guys, for those of you that are artists, if you ever want to collaborate and, like, you know, potentially do a thumbnail for one of my videos, you're welcome to. I know that some of you have done it in the past. I know Purple's done it in the past. Rubes, who I haven't seen her on stream in a minute. But I've worked with her before, and I'll pay you guys for it too. I don't expect you guys to work for me for free. But if any part of you is interested in that, please let me know. Specifically, the next one will be for Undertale Yellow. So if you want to email me some Undertale Yellow artwork. Oh, hang on to Ginger, because I think we make island totems with it. Oh, I have multiple silos, too. I didn't think I'd run out. I mean, it's fine. We have a ton of grass. Like a ton. I think I do want to move the barns again. I've kind of been moving them around as the animals graze. I have a couple little pieces of not bluegrass. Interesting. A little alien tank chilling in the corner of the farm. There, 300 ought to be good for a while. Having some YouTube success, Hatch. I'm happy to hear that. Tea is great. Water is based. I'm being a very bad streamer today and having like the worst energy drink there is. Yeah, again, don't take medical advice from me, Ramona, or any of you, but maybe it's time to talk to your doc about switching medications. Alright, we got everything out of there. I usually like to have my bed in here. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, who are we getting for Christmas? Gus. Cool. Gus is easy. I think I still owe Harvey. Nope. Just Pierre and Sandy. Maybe we do a Skull Cavern run today and see if we can get another auto petter. So if that's the case, oh, I don't need a bunch of this stuff. Gus likes oranges. Gus also likes diamonds. Diamonds are Gus's best friend. Yeah, you guys are cranky. That's okay. I've been a bad pig farmer. I still don't quite understand your obsession with mangoes, Linux, but hey, you know what, buddy? You do you. Yeah, and I think like not getting sleep makes everything so much harder. It really does. I don't think I can actually even give this to any of these. I know you can't give it to pigs. I guess the chicken's gonna get it. We need to start getting golden chickens. But that's fine for now. But in the last 2 years, you know, like, I do struggle with depression, guys. I struggle with anxiety. It's hard to say what's the worst. I think the anxiety is probably the worst for me. I also obviously have PTSD. At first the PTSD was the worst, but I've done a lot of therapy in the last 2 years, and that's helped tremendously. So I guess I'm just saying, like, don't rule out therapy either. Therapy can be super helpful. Yeah, I agree with you, T. I think having like one of every fruit tree, especially in your greenhouse, is a worthwhile investment. Oh, I didn't even realize you could put animal crackers in fish ponds. Big brain. Today I learned. I will do that. Oh. I'm like mostly healed up post-surgery here, but I am having a minor complication. So I can still definitely tell that, you know, I'm just not 100% good. And sitting for a prolonged period of time, still not the most comfy thing. I think they don't let you give animal crackers to pigs because that would just be too cracked. Oh, do I care about all this resin? Not right now. I think, if you could give pigs animal crackers and get double truffles, I think that would just be bananas. Pigs are already, like, crazy money makers. Yeah, I'm alright, Purple. Like I said, it was a minor surgery. I've had a couple major surgeries in my life. And so this one that I had the other week was pretty small in comparison. You know, it's not like I've, like, been on medication or have to do a bunch of PT. Like, I literally just can't sit for a long time. That's why I wasn't able to stream for, like, that whole week. But yeah, it's, recovery's been fine. There's a 1 in 4 chance when people have this surgery that this complication that I'm having can happen. So I'm one of the lucky 25%. But it's manageable. I just have to be a little more cognizant, and it should resolve itself within a month or two, the doctor said. So So we big chillin'. But yeah, I really do think that's the reason you can't give animal crackers to pigs, is that would just be too good. I'm doing just fine, Hatch, thank you. I didn't make the save roll. Oh, another cracker, look at that. What are you talking about, AG? Oh. I don't like secret notes. Because they fill up your inventory. Well, having this crit buff is awesome, though. I've been sleeping on it. I understand the term roll, AG, I just didn't know, like, what the context was. Oh, please be an auto petter, please be an auto petter, please be an auto petter. Da-na-na-na. Because we're talking about the cracker so much. Well, T, if you've been doing calculations, then I'm absolutely going to follow your advice. That's big brain. I didn't ever even consider that that was a possibility. Yeah, sometimes I'm slow, AG. And by sometimes, I mean most of the time. I'm tired of crabbies. Petting animals raises their happiness, which produces better animal products. Plus, it's just the kind thing to do. Have you ever sat down and pat a kitty? Because, man, you want to talk about instantly lowering your blood pressure, pet a cat. My dad has a big gray cat named Milo. And he's a big baby and I love him. I don't know if any of you guys follow any of my other social media like IG or Facebook. I'm not as active on those platforms as YouTube. Like, this is the focus, but you know, if you want just like another little peek behind the curtain of my life, you know, follow me on Instagram or Facebook. But I did post a picture not too long ago. My ex-wife, they got a new cat named Max. He's a Siamese, and he's so cute. I feel like that's the case with a lot of people, Charlotte. AG, that is absolutely okay. I would be honored if you would help commemorate my daughter's artwork. You absolutely have my permission to do that. As long as you aren't using it to profit. That would be wonderful. You know, before I even started this channel, that's like the first thing that I did when I got her artwork and decided, oh, this is a great time to talk about this, because I was just cleaning out my desk the other day. And I actually... We're taking a very quick break from the game. You guys get a peek behind the curtain. But, I did find this folder I was keeping in the desk with the OG picture. This is the original that she herself drew. Again, I don't know exactly how old she was when she drew this. Maybe like 7. I figure probably 6 or 7 years old. But I kept a couple other things in this particular folder, including her last school picture. And, God, she was just so pretty. But before I started the channel, you know, when I found this piece of artwork and knew, like, okay, I want this to be the theme, I want this to be the image, like, it's just too perfect. It is the channel avatar, Linux. It literally is. Yeah, so in case any of you didn't know that, like, this artwork, my daughter drew it. But the first thing I did was, took this artwork and had it sent to the Library of Congress and had an official copyright filed on it. So that now until the end of humanity, my daughter is credited as the author of that piece of art. So yes, if you want to do something to respectfully pay homage to it, and share it with the group, I have no problem with that at all. If you're going to go draw it and sell copies of it, or profit off it in some way, then I'll sue you. No, but that wouldn't be cool. Yeah, Momo, I actually have a friend who owns a print shop, t-shirt shop, where I live here. And so he's got like a commercial grade scanner. And so he helped me do it. He actually kind of helped me too figure out, like, doing t-shirts and stuff. You know, so in case any of you don't know, there is a merch store where you can buy t-shirts with that artwork on it and other stuff. And, you know, the proceeds go to charity. And so actually, with next month being Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month, I'll actually be getting ready to do a dono here pretty soon. But if any of you have interest, you can go buy a t-shirt with that picture on it. And, but my friend who owns the t-shirt shop, he kind of helped me set that up. Not the website itself, like I had to figure all that part out, but, you know, like he made kind of the original shirts, the prototype design, and just kind of helped me work out some of the nuts and bolts. I got pretty lucky. And I guess, since I'm talking about charity, etc., it is a great time to just give you guys that friendly reminder that I am doing a campaign to raise money for the charity To Write Love on Her Arms. And so now through the end of September, you can donate to this cause through my channel. And it helps me greatly. Some of you have already donated. And that's very, very, very much appreciated. I will be doing some charity streams here in September, so I'm pretty excited about that. But in the meantime, if any of you do want to contribute, I'll go ahead and just pin that message there. But that's the link to the campaign, so if you want to go check it out, want to throw a couple dollar dues at it, great. Very much appreciated. There's no pressure. Never any obligation. But every little bit helps, and you know, this is money that goes towards a good cause. It actually connects people to getting mental health care, which is a near impossible thing for a lot of people, and it's only going to get harder in time, at least in the United States, with all the changes coming to like our Medicaid program and stuff. Mental health care is going to get even harder to access for a lot of people, so good a time as ever to help out that cause. Gonna get a hoodie in the fall? Right on, Momo, let me know. There's been a couple times where I've done giveaways on stream for merch. I might do that again soon. I had a lot of fun doing that last time. Oh, I don't think things are great in America, Purple. But not that I'm ever trying to, like, steer this into a political discussion with you guys, because you know, it's just like that's not the focus. But I think it's going to get worse for us before it gets better. A lot of people's true colors are coming out, though, I'll say that. Tell me something that you guys are looking forward to this week. Share something good that you expect to happen to you. It doesn't have to be anything big. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. The next time you see my mug on stream, I will have less hair. I'm excited about that. I haven't gotten a haircut in many months. And it's been bugging the crap out of me. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Your birthday's on the 27th. Happy early birthday. That's cool. Going to see your college tutor. That's good. Oh, I think I got a sneeze coming. Ooh, let's make some bombs. I think maybe I should try to celebrate my birthday this year. I've never been a big birthday person. And definitely have not celebrated it since Allie died. You know, holidays in general are just kind of like bad. It's a real reminder that she's gone. And my brother too, you know. But, you know, the first birthday without her, I just tried to ignore the day. Last year, I actually deliberately scheduled surgery on my birthday. My birthday's on a Tuesday this year, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do some kind of something special on stream. Looking forward to getting your pay. Getting paid is always good, Momo. Crit build is goated. Sit here and one-shot everything. Redid your whole room. Gonna get a TV and lots of ish. That can always be a good, like, healthy mental thing to do. To just, like, rearrange your space. You know, I keep thinking, like, I want to do that in here, but... You know, then I think, well... I still need to do work on the cabin. And I'm starting work on the house. Or maybe I'll just wait until I have my own new space before I dedicate a bunch of time and energy into making those kinds of changes. That's interesting, AG. Maybe that's, like, deep-rooted in some kind of... I don't know, psychosocial experience. Because I know, like, a big reason I've never liked birthdays is because you're, like, the center of attention all day. Especially that moment where you're sitting in front of a cake. Just, like, awkwardly. While people are singing to you. It's just a weird tradition. It is one that makes me uncomfortable. Like, oh, everybody look at me while I look at this cake. Oh, we're out of energy. And it's midnight, but we got to 100. I was, like, not even paying attention. Well, that's cool. Oh, that's not cool. Turbines are boring in this game. We'll make a birthday pact, Charlotte. I'll try to enjoy my birthday, and you do the same. Oh, I moved my bed! Baked out. You got friends here with us, Linux. When's your birthday, buddy? We'll celebrate with you. Oh, you want me to show, what, the Love Yourself art again, T? Like the actual picture of it? probably should work on this too, because wine, there's so much money to be made with wine. And I have been slacking, bro. I do want to get all these into a shed too. I don't even think we have our basement full. It's kind of full. That's alright. Oh, you're just like, you want a picture of the art, AG? I can give you a high quality one. If you want to send me an email, like I'll send you the high def one. Just send me an email, or I mean, you can DM me on Instagram or Facebook too. Both are fine. But email is usually the easiest for sending files. Oh, a purple mushroom that I can't do anything with, so... Just wants a coconut. Easy, bro. Got you, homie. Oh, let's see. I actually think we're going to cash in our rubies. It is not too much trouble, AG. I don't mind. Let's see. Are we hanging on to... cactus fruit? We must be. Probably all, I guess, in the other chest, because I was gifting it to Samuel. Oh, stop eating stuff, bro. Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate you, friend. Alright, let's see. We'll get rid of some of those. Keeping these in here. Oh, let's do this too. Let's listen to Epic Tea. Bro, that's so cool. I never knew that. And the buckets even turned gold? That is dope. Thank you again. Alright, this is staying in here. I'm hanging on to all the quartz I can also. Low cheddar. Alright. I have a lot of essences as well. Oh, do I want to trade in Omni Geodes? I don't even remember what I can trade those in for. Yeah, dude, that's goated. I feel stupid for not figuring that out myself. Regis, what's up? Stacks, yes. Fat stacks, brother, no. But we're chilling. I actually should go check the traveling merchant. Because we need melon, garlic, and wheat seeds. We got none. Oh well. Okay, I guess we're gonna give Sandy a gift also. I'm honestly tired of making trips to Ginger Island, much as I want an Infinity Blade. Oh, we'll just do a few of these. Shiny Abra. Is Shiny Abra much different? I have it in my head that the Shiny Alakazam line isn't that much different color-wise. But shiny hunting is fun. And grats. Yeah, AG, so if you go to my main channel and like you can click the click the bubbles to open up the contact info that shows all my links. Email should be in there. Oh yeah, I can trade them for totems. Let's do that. Because then I can stop taking the bus. Oh. I forgot I could get this here. Because I know I can get it from enemies, but we can get Kroby to move in. Maybe I'll save that for next week. But yeah, that's way easier than waiting for the bus. Because then we can just get up and go. Purple, you absolutely can. Please do. I really enjoyed the last artwork you sent. And like I said, I'm actually working on an Undertale Yellow video now, so I eventually will need thumbnail art. Yeah, I thought there wasn't much change, Regis. Shinies are so weird that, like, some of them are just, like, they just knock it out of the park. And then some of it, it's like, you can't even tell if it's shiny or not. Like, I've been seeing reels lately that... this guy makes these reels, and he puts two Pokemon, two of the same Pokemon, in the reel. And one's shiny and one's not, and gives you, like, 5 seconds to figure out which one is the shiny and which one isn't. And some of them are actually legit super hard. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So I like Fire Emblems. I like TRPGs. How long of a game is 3 Houses, Regis? That's like one of the biggest factors in whether or not I play a game, especially on stream, is how long is the game. I think it's good, like, to have Stardew as a very long game, and that's sort of like my anchor game that I can keep coming back to. But that's been a barrier to play a lot of things for me. Like, I haven't played Persona. You know, I've wanted to play Twilight Princess on stream. But, you know, it's another fairly long game. You know, it's Twilight Princess is probably, I don't know, 50 hours if you get everything. Not as long as Twilight Princess, though. Ah, maybe I'll check it out. I also haven't streamed anything that I didn't play on my computer. I have a capture card. But I think I would probably want to invest in a new one if I were actually going to, like, play a Switch game on stream. I would like to do that, though. Like, just to get that process settled. Because one of these days, I would like to play Stardew on my Switch file. I'll show you guys, like, my mega farm that I've had for a couple of years. Satisfying. Crooked turbines. I don't know, purple. I mean, shouldn't be invalid AG. I'll put it in chat for you. Sometimes YouTube is funny with its links and stuff. That's my email. I did know that, TE. I just know that it's not the most profitable. But Purple, back to your question about the length of games to be recommended. It really varies. You know, something like Deltarune, where it took me 10 streams to play through it, you know, I think is just fine. You know, I like games that I can play in 2 to 4 streams, typically, I guess. Just because then if I don't love it, or... like, that way I don't get burnt out on playing something. Like, even with this game, which I absolutely love, like, I had to take a break from Stardew. So we switched to Terraria for a little while. So there isn't, like, a strict ceiling, per se. You know, there's a lot of other criteria. It's like, you know, number one, is this appropriate to play on stream? Is it the type of game that I would enjoy playing? That's, like, the biggest factor. Does it have themes of grief? You know, I guess that adds bonus points, but that's not a requirement. I mean, I've played, you know, I did a Link to the Past randomizer. We played a Pokemon randomizer. I've done Super Nintendo games. You know, so a game having any type of emotional narrative, not a requirement. What's peak? My son's going to be going back to college here soon. Which means the opportunities to stream with him will be few and far. Maybe on Sundays, depending on his workload and stuff. But he's really enjoyed it. You're absolutely right, Purple. I do want to play Mega Man X on stream. I played X2 already. I think I'd like to play the entire Super Nintendo trilogy of Mega Man X eventually. Yeah, so I guess, like, since we're talking about the streams and what games, I will always listen to suggestions. You know, if there's stuff that you guys want to see, not that I'm going to pander to you, you know, but if there's stuff that you want to see, you know, don't be afraid to suggest something. So much of what I've done on this channel, I never would have done, I never would have been exposed to, you know, had one of you guys not just recommended it to me. But, like, for the next, I don't know, like, September, I really do want to focus on, like, quote-unquote mental health games. Just because it is, you know, I will be focusing on, you know, the awareness and prevention stuff in September. And in October, I definitely want to do at least one, some kind of, like, Halloween-themed stream. You know, Halloween's my favorite holiday. I love Halloween. And I haven't really been able to celebrate it since Allie died. And I kind of feel like I'm getting to a place where maybe I'm not ready yet, but I feel like I want to try. You know, you don't really know until you try, until the day comes. But right now, like, the idea of, you know, dressing up and playing a scary game that I normally wouldn't play, sounds like fun. So if I still feel that way in, what, 8 weeks, 9 weeks? Then I'd like to do that. You know, one thing I'm learning about grief as time goes on here is that this goes for all of you guys. You don't need to be afraid to hold on to things if they're serving your healing, but you need to be equally unafraid to let go of things if they're not serving your healing. You know, that first Halloween after Allie died, there's so many monster floors. First Halloween after Allie died, I was so just heartbroken that day. This is gonna sound terrible. But I taped a sign on my door. And I don't even remember what I said. I wrote it in a moment of darkness. But I said something to the effect of, like, kid died, no candy, sorry. Something like that. And then I sat on the floor of my bedroom and cried, listening to all the kids trick-or-treating outside. You know, because she wasn't out there with them. And then last year, like, you know, I made some effort, I guess. But unfortunately, like, you know, where I live in a pretty cold part of the world, and we had just a really nasty Halloween last year. I mean, it was cold and snowing and windy. It was not pleasant to even be outside. So even though, like, I kind of made an effort to go out and dress up and, like, do stuff with family, it was pretty miserable. And so this time around, again, like, I just feel like I'm in a place where I want to try. I do have some ideas for spooky games. I mean, everybody's telling me to play FNAF. That probably won't happen, but there's two that I'm heavily considering. One is called Cabin Factory, and one is called I'm on Observation Duty. And there's a lot of these Observation Duty games. I think there's at least 6. And I think both of those would be a lot of fun to play on stream. AG, I'll be sure to tell him you said that. He's kind of a goober, but he's a good dude. He's got a birthday coming up. My son is going to be 20 in a couple weeks. Look for... Maybe look outside for Halloween or after Halloween. Turn-based RPG. Interesting. I do like turn-based. And I do want to dress up on stream. I generally enjoy doing that. Like dressing up on stream. I think part of it is I just don't like super love my face. I mean, like, I'm comfortable enough with myself, obviously, to be on YouTube, but like, this isn't my favorite thing. So maybe, like, covering up my face is my subliminal way of being more comfortable. Oh, we got crab cakes. Care about a dude. I didn't want to be one of those streamers that, like, always dresses up, because then that becomes the expectation. But I do want to have fun with it, and, you know, before I started streaming, I debated a lot about if I was going to show my face on stream. And again, that really has nothing to do with, like, trying to hide my identity, because obviously I gave up on that when I started the channel. I mean, very first YouTube video I show my face, so. But I was nervous about doing this in a live setting. And you guys being able to see me, but ultimately decided, well, this is a fairly, it's personal enough that I feel like showing my face is the right thing to do. So here we are. Thanks, Regis. I appreciate that, bro. Oh, I don't know about Sally Face, Ella. That's a maybe. That's one I've steered away from. I mean, I know enough about it. I remember Allie showing it to me and me thinking, like, WTF is this game? But, you know, when I decided to start the Gaming with Grief series, and said to myself, okay, I want to pick a game, you know, with an emotional narrative that I know Allie liked, and try to get through it and see if I can gain something from this experience. You know, so much of this is trying to connect with her in ways that, you know, I wasn't able to while she was alive. And, you know, Sally Face was one of the games I considered playing. Like, that was almost the first Gaming with Grief video, but, you know, ultimately I settled on Amori, and here we are. I don't rule anything out. Not forever. But I also, like, recognize that I shouldn't force myself to do anything that I'm not ready for. And again, I've said this before, I don't regret making the Amori video. I don't regret doing it when I did it. But I maybe wasn't as ready as I could have been. You know, if I had waited another even 6 months to play it, I think it would have been a different experience for me. Probably an easier one at least. Which, I mean, part of the appeal of that video was the fact that it was just so raw for me. And clearly everything worked out the way it was supposed to. So again, I'm not saying I regret playing it when I did, but it also did teach me that I have to be very careful about the media I consume and when I consume it. And just because I may not be ready to play a game right now, doesn't mean in a month or 6 months or a year, you know, that door might not open up for me, so... No, I think Amori was the right choice. You know, and the thing about Amori is... You know, like, I genuinely, like, just enjoyed playing that game. You know, a lot of Amori is not... Whoops, sorry, guys. A lot of Amori is not... You're not always consumed by the story of it, right? Just like with any RPG, there's a lot of times where you're just, like... playing the game. You're just exploring and fighting monsters and whatever. And, you know, at its core, Amori is just like a solid turn-based RPG. It's nothing too fancy. There's not a lot of bells and whistles. But it's good. And if you like, you know, turn-based RPGs, you can certainly do worse than Amori. And so I think that's a big part of what pushed me through that game, was that I just enjoyed playing it, generally speaking. We're hanging on to Jade. I don't know how much of this we need, so just that. We'll put our extra rubies. That, and you that. I keep walking up there to go into bed. I will eventually break that habit. Yeah, I don't know. AG, it should absolutely work. Regis, you are correct. I am born and raised in the Great Lakes State. Weather and roads. It's hard to say what my favorite part of being up here is, dude. I mean, a lot of it is people and culture, honestly. You know, it's a lot of... It's like, it's traditional, it's the traditional Midwest, small town, tight-knit communities, and maybe people are a little bit too nosy and in each other's business, but, you know, very, very supportive of each other, generally speaking. And having lived in cities and stuff, you know, 99% of the time when you live in a city, you go to the grocery store and you don't see anybody you know. And it's like that every time you go to the grocery store. And, you know, living here in a small town, it's not like that at all. I see at least one person in the grocery store that I know every time. Which is good or bad, I guess, depending on how you feel about it. But, no, my favorite thing about living in Michigan is the nature part of it. You know, I mean, Lake Superior is 20 steps out my door. I'm surrounded by forests, mountains, hiking trails. You know, bought my property and have been doing work on it and built the cabin, and I can't think of a better place to live that kind of lifestyle. I mean, there are other places that are great. Truth be told, my second favorite state is Tennessee. I love Tennessee, and so you know, if if God came down from wherever and said, "Oh, Matt, you got to move out of Michigan," I would move to Tennessee. That would be probably where I'd go. Pokemon is also a pretty solid turn-based RPG. Oh, said merhaba. Long time no see, my friend. Now soon. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, guys. BRB. I look Michigan. I'll take that. Let's at least get some music. You guys don't have to just sit in silence. Laura, are you still in the chat? I'm eating candy, which I know triggers you. Yeah, it's great to see you, said. I like Tennessee too, Regis. Um, I mean, I like a lot of the U.S. Um, like I've worked in Minnesota. Minnesota's cool. Reminds me a lot of Michigan. I really liked Ohio a lot until Allie died. Now it's just painful. Yeah, where'd you get the dino tooth, dude? I'm eating Brock's mellow cream pumpkins, which is basically candy corn. I don't need much, though. When I was a kid, I would fill my stomach up with candy, and now it's like, I ate a couple pieces and I'm good. I did have a sugary energy drink today, though, so... I can check, AG, if it would give you a peace of mind. Oh, right on, Regis. Regis doesn't steal Linux. Maybe hearts. Did you just send it, AG? I do not have an email from you. Maybe it'll take a minute? I must look really pale because my screen is white right now. And you're sure you sent it to the right email? Said the account was unreachable. That doesn't make any sense. You sent it to that email, right? Well, there's 37 people watching right now. Hello, 37 people. I love you. Alright, we'll check back on that in a minute. I'm gonna have to make more aging jars or whatever these are called. Oh, let's harvest our fruit. Guilty T, you got me. I usually don't use light mode. I just never bothered to change it. For my professional email. Professional in quotes. I wonder if I should, like, host my own domain. I've debated on that. I don't know if there's a lot of value added. I don't know. I mean, that shouldn't have anything to do with anything, AG, but... But maybe, I don't know. Alright, looks like everybody's happy again. I'm ready for winter to be over. I'll have 8 more days. No, T, you are the absolute GOAT. I've played probably close to 1,000 hours of Stardew Valley. And today I learned. So thank you for that, friend. Huge. Duly noted, Linux. Thank you. Okay, we can fix this up. Also, we can probably expand it again, can't we? We should just do that. Well, I haven't been checking for Queen of Sauce because my TV is not in a convenient place. Good enough. You did a no keg challenge? Right on. I am on Insta and Facebook. If that's easier for you, AG, you can just DM me. I just don't understand why your email isn't letting you send an email to me because I've never had any issue. Alright, so yeah, I guess we just do this because I want to put all my kegs in another shed. I honestly might just get rid of our whole crop growing area because like there isn't really anything that I want to grow anymore. That we can't just do on Ginger Island or in the greenhouse. Unless I want giant crops, which are cool, but I don't really need them. Okay, so that's done. Animals are petted. I guess we can try to craft a few more crystallariums. But I know we need gold. We're just gonna do a bunch of diamonds, I guess. I mean, I think that's the play. Oh, remove everything again. That sounds pretty goated, T. Pretty intuitive. Alright, so let's just do the whole outside walls first. Oops. It actually only leaves us 11, so... That works. Actually, I don't think I'm even going to do any of these rubies yet. Because we're doing okay on spicy eel for now. Yeah, I've done that before, T. Farm a bunch of jade and then get staircases. And then deconstruct into stone. So I think gold up is our hold up. I'm just going to put the batteries in here. I don't need to start selling diamonds yet. I guess we'll take a trip to the island today. Birds are pretty interesting. I generally don't like birds. There's some exceptions. We have a lot of pretty cool birds here in Michigan. Actually, I have a giant, big tall fir tree outside in my yard. And this morning there was an eagle in the tree. That was pretty cool. Oh, let's see. But yeah. Oh, I'll just put this in here for now. Where else can I get a couple of walnuts? I can't really think of what I haven't done. I guess fossils. Fossils are such a pain. But I don't think we're getting any more from fishing. I don't think we're getting any more from enemies. There may be some to retrieve from coconuts. There's some to retrieve from this guy, but I can't grow any of the crops he wants yet. I mean, I could goof off in the volcano and hope I get one or two in there, but yeah, I try to remember as much as I can before I resort to asking the parrot. But Laura, I think you're right. I think I have to swallow my pride. Oh, there's a bunch of coconuts. I'm in love with the cocoa. Oh, I don't have my pan with me. I am dumb. I can almost guarantee the parrot is going to tell me the frog. This means we just have to sit around and wait until I get melon seeds, wheat seeds, and garlic seeds. Oh, which sucks. two hidden in the west. I know once my banana tree grows, we'll get that from the monkey guy. Haley does love coconut. So does Linus. Hidden in the west, where could those be? Maybe I just got to get lucky with... Did this one, right? Yeah. Maybe I just got to get lucky with the barnacle stones? Did we go in the ship? Nope. Alright, there's one. I guess I have to just check all the dig spots. We got this goofy goober. One here. There's one here. There was one, like, up here somewhere. I don't precisely remember where. I'm like 90% sure we got it. Yeah, I just have to wait for the seasons. I'm pretty sure we did the crystal room. We dug there. We got that one over there. I think there was one here. We got that one. We got this one. You mean up on the cliff, Laura? There it is. You guys are big brain. I love you. Alright, so... maybe we just get lucky and we get one from a coconut. Did I stash any more? Oh, I have 20 troves. Well, tomorrow marks a new day. Which is fine. Because we can do gift giving and go into town and crack our stuff. Hey look, I went to the right room to go to bed. You sent a sketch over? Purple? Cool. I'll be sure to check it out. This might be our last day. I am starting to get sore. Bruschetta. Oh, pepper poppers. I think that's gonna go right back to Shane. Oh, let's see. Leo, Alex, Pierre. Alex, Pierre, Demetrius, Kent. Caroline, Gus, Yas. Oh, I guess we'll do the dwarf too. Alright. I'm too OCD. I have to have one bed. I do the same thing in Terraria. Like, I will literally just move my bed instead of just making another bed and placing it and changing my spawn point. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, so let's go to Marnie's first. Let's go to Traveling Merchant first. Then go to Marty's. I also don't think I'm going to release an official stream schedule for this week, guys, like I have been. Oh, I do like the Junimo catalog, but I do plan on streaming normally this week, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. The only variable in that equation is working on the property, but I definitely want to finish 7 days this week. And we're due to start something new. So on my list, I have Cave Story, Celeste, 7 Days, Binding of Isaac, Mother 3, possibly Yume Nikki. So we'll see. I think I used a tent once, just because I had to. But I mean, they're nice to have, but like I can't ever imagine centering my gameplay around a tent. Especially in a Meadowlands farm. Oh, Jody's making popcorn. I talked about this scene in my Stardew video. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. But now you get to see the scene in its entirety. Do we blame Jody? No, we don't blame Jody. PTSD from being in a combat zone is weird. I don't have an infantry job in the military. I mean, I did the whole 9 yards. I deployed and went to a terrible part of the world, sat in the desert and rotted for half a year, carrying an M4, wearing battle rattle, doing that whole thing. Well, like stuff like popcorn, making popcorn never bothered me. I noticed two things from my deployment. Two things are standing out in my head. After I came back from the first tour, I couldn't do crowds of people anymore. I don't like just being around a lot of people, for a lot of reasons. But I also still can't stand the smell of diesel being burned. Because, like, all of our power over there came from diesel generators. And so, pretty much anywhere you went, it smelled like diesel over there. So that's the scent that... I don't want to say triggers me, but... like, when I smell diesel exhaust, I go back to 2014 being in the desert. Weird, I know. Alright. Let's see. I don't think Alex is home, but... of course not. Rufio. Rufio. Hey, Rufio. Did I tell you... I can't remember if I told you this. Friday. But last week I got a call from our mutual friend, Jeff. Which was a little bit concerning at first because Jeff never calls. Like, I talk to him, but for him to just, like, call me out of the blue, it's like, oh god, what's wrong? Anyway. So, I missed the call, but I called him right back. And, you know, I was like, oh, what's up? And he says, hey, Matt, guess who's sitting on my couch? And I thought for a second, and I'm like, well, I said, is it a mutual friend of ours? And he says, yep. And I said, is it someone we haven't seen in a long time? And he said, yep. And I'm like, is it Nick? And he's like, yep. And I happened to be in town, so I kind of just went over there. And hung out with Nick and Jeff for a little while. But I don't know if he made it a point to reach out to you or not. I mean, we talked about you. He was curious about how you were doing and everything, but, yeah, he's doing well. Looked good, sounded good. He's 4 years sober. Been hitting the gym. Living his best life. So yeah, if he didn't personally reach out to you yet, he still might, but, yeah, he says hi. It was a little awkward because, you know, he and I haven't been in touch at all. Really, like, since I left for the military, I haven't seen him. So I kind of had to, like, fill him in on the last 2 years. But it is what it is. I guess let's go find Alex. Let's go give bro an egg. Sounds good, AG. I don't have too much longer on here myself. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, if that email thing doesn't work, just DM me if you haven't already, and I'll check it after stream. Eggs are great for bulking up. Yeah, I hung out with Nick when I got back from basic training, but before, like, we left for North Carolina. So that would have been, like... That was end of August, beginning of September of 2011. This is another reason that I made it a point to talk about Alex in my Stardew video is... I mean, it's like I said, like, I had him pegged all wrong. I really thought that he was just, you know, a pretentious jock. But out of all the bachelors, Alex actually has, like, one of the deeper backstories, in my opinion. That's fair, Purple. Lewis is kind of a jackass. For all my Stardew fans out there, if you could replace a different NPC in town to become the mayor instead of Lewis, who would you choose and why? To me, it's either Gus, Marnie, or, ironically, Linus. I didn't like Seb for a long time, Purple. But I actually, like, I have so much in common with him now. I've grown to like Sebastian quite a bit. And this is important right here. Laura, if you're still on, you know, with the conversations that we've had today, you know, and the topics that you've brought up, especially about your own situation, I know that to a degree, you were comfortable doing that in this environment because there's a level of trust. And that's not lost on me, I guess. That's all I'm trying to say. I appreciate it. Marnie for petty revenge. I think Marnie would be a great leader, a great mayor. He seems to, like, strike that balance between being strong and hardworking, but also loving and caring and empathetic. Like, she cares about animals, you know, is raising, helping people that are not her children. Evelyn's a sweetheart. She'd be a good choice too. My appreciation for Evelyn has definitely grown hearing backstory about George's situation, because, you know, like, George talking about his accident in the mines and stuff wasn't always in the game. You know, that's a lot of that dialogue was added later. I just think it's cool, you know, that she is just such a loving caregiver. What do I need to make this? Bunch of complicated stuff. Wait, seafoam is +4? Oh yeah, and this is +3. I really want to get the Iridium Krobus statue. Um, I don't know if there's a way to do that though without seafoam pudding. I do my best, Laura, and again, I have to just reiterate that this space is what it is, not just because of me. All you guys that tune into the stream and contribute to conversations really make this what it is. Maybe let's make a couple more. Just kidding, let's sell a bunch of stuff. I wonder if I already have a mango tree going. I kind of think I do. Also, I don't know if I care about the ossified blade. I kind of don't. I don't know what I would use it for. Unless... you know, really what I should do, if I were big brain, is I would get 2 infinity blades. And have one with the Crusader enchantment and one with the Bug Killer enchantment. And maybe that's what I'll do, is in order to differentiate the two, I'll transmute one to look like the Meowmere and one to look like the ossified blade. We'll hang on to it. Whatever. Okay, don't care about pepper poppers. Don't care about escargot. We already turned in a skull. I didn't give the dwarf an emerald because I'm a bad friend, but bro is so out of the way. Try to make a couple more. Crystallariums. Nah, we can get it without glitching, T. Oh, the farmer could be the mayor? Do it Animal Crossing style? I wouldn't want that responsibility. Are we all just naming random fruit? Thimbleberries. Okay. Because wait, what do I have to... You have to have fishing level 15 to get the Iridium Krobus statue? Let me pull up the wiki. Let me stop being a chump. The Iridium Krobus. Oh yeah, there is the Desert Festival where we can talk to the chef and get that fishing buff. Consuming regular quality seafoam pudding or gold quality food item that normally gives +3. Using a rod enchanted with Master. Which we have. Does maximizing the casting meter of a rod give you +1 fishing? Wonder if it would work. Or if we really do need that seafoam pudding. Because, man, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Flounder, midnight carp, and squid ink. Well, let's see what we have. Flounder, midnight carp, and squid ink. Oh yeah, I did this. I have no flounder or midnight carp. I have 1 flounder, but no midnight carp. Welcome back, Epsilon. We can catch a midnight carp. Mountain lakes, Cindersat Forest, pond, fall and winter, late at night. So after 10 p.m. we can catch a midnight carp. So maybe that's the play. We catch us a midnight carp. Do I have squid ink? I want to say I do. I feel like if I got any of that, I wouldn't have thrown it out. I was correct. Once in a while. Matt is big brain. Alright, so we just wait till 10 o'clock tonight and catch a carp. So... oh, I guess let's just deal with this. Cool. All right. So our rod is ready. My roddy is ready. And I should probably put a piece of tackle on it. Probably just trap bobber. What I usually use. Oh, I'm like, where's all my sap? Cool. I don't know how the experience works on YouTube. Is there anything else that I need to do with this day? I hate to waste the whole day just sitting around waiting for fish. But I don't really want to commit to anything else. I guess we can give the dwarf a gift. Oh, since we're going that way anyway. Hello, sir. You know, oh, we can check monster rewards too. We haven't checked that in a while, and I know that there's something. Because didn't we get... Still gotta do Dougie's. We're not even halfway on Dust Sprites. Which we really don't care. Especially when I have more Pepper Rex. But we got a long way to go on Magma Sprites, too. Vampire and Crab Shell. So I gotta take them. Whatever. Can I go back here? What is this? I just noticed it as I was walking out the door. I'm like, what the heck is this book? Huh. Today I learned. X and Brew, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I guess we'll just sit and fish. Not a Stardew session without some fishing, right? Maybe I should go clear out the quarry since I'm here. Nah. A fish taco? Somebody likes fish tacos. I think it's Caroline. Okay, big jumpy boy. Gus 2? Is there anything about this game you don't know, Laura? I feel like we'd have a lot of fun sitting and playing this together. I'm generally not crazy about fishing in most video games. I've grown to like it in this game. I really did not like it at first. But once you kind of like get somewhat good at it, it becomes a lot more enjoyable. And if you really want to, like, you can just have the auto fishing mod. Like if it's a game breaker for you, then that is goated, T. That's crazy. Terraria is an also pretty mellow game when it comes to fishing. But there's not really like a mini game to it. You just put your bobber in the water and then pull it out as soon as it wiggles. I like fishing in Terraria because, like, it's expansive beyond just the mechanic of it. And what I mean by that is, well, like in this game, fishing power goes up to 15. I don't know if there's a true ceiling on fishing power in Terraria, but stuff like the clothes you wear can increase your fishing power. You can drink potions that increase your fishing power. Fishing in different biomes will catch you different things. And obviously the things that fish are used for is different. Terraria has a lot of potion crafting and things like that. Weapon crafting and stuff. But fundamentally, fishing is very simple in Terraria, and that's what I appreciate about it. I say in general, I don't like fishing in Animal Crossing. And that's really just like because it's predictable enough that it's not really fun or exciting, but it's also not easy enough that it's a stress-free endeavor. Why does it matter if I fish close or not, T? I don't care what I'm catching now. I'm just killing time. What, like the quality of the fish, you mean? I don't like casting further out because then it takes forever to cast out and cast back in. But like with fishing in Animal Crossing, you know, a lot of it is more about positioning your bobber than the actual act of fishing. Because then as soon as a fish is nibbling on your bobber, on your hook, it's just random how many times it's going to bite before it pulls it under, and you have to reel it in. But it's never more than 5 times. So the whole time, like, it's predictable, right? You know it's going to be a number 5 or less, so it's not fun. But it's also nerve-wracking because you don't know, okay, is it going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And a lot of the times it can get frustrating because the way the fish will move and turn and position themselves, especially if you're trying to fish like where 2 bodies of water meet, or there's a current that's really moving your bobber, just gets really frustrating. Oh, I used my bobber. Distance increases the chance of better quality. I didn't know that. I don't think I've ever read that. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to make a negligible amount of money from doing this. I'm kind of just killing time because I can't think of anything else to do or anywhere else to go. Hey, actually, I'm going to go dump all these off and grab another bobber because if I find a midnight carp and he gets away, I'm going to be a grumpy grape. Yes, Linux, all of this is crafting. Several pages. Alright, I don't think I'll ever use these rings, but why not? I don't really care about wild bait either. If I need any of these fish for anything, I actually think I'm going to hang on to some because you just never know when someone's going to be like, I need a fish for a school project I'm doing. We already have perch. Alright, that's good enough. I've never bothered with a smoker because it's a pain in the butt. But I know it's probably, like, that juice is probably worth the squeeze, as they say. Alright. Gold in. Copper out. Let's go get this dude. Interesting. 139 is the cutoff, huh? Oh, we get a cutscene. Olmaru. I'll try not to be a grumpy grape, Epsilon. Oh, Laura, do I lose points in this cutscene? Do you know? I have the wiki up still, so I can check, but I've never answered it this way, so I don't know what she says. I don't want to lose friendship with her by exploring the dialogue. Oh yeah, I lose 30 friendship. So you're factoring in coal with that, T? You are correct, Charlotte. Thank you. Oh, she's trying. She can't resist my fishing hat. I feel like every eligible in this game has at least one piece of dialogue where they're like you can tell they want to share their feelings, but then they chicken out. We call that Clint syndrome in this game. All right. This looks like a midnight carp. Oh. Yeah, coal is one resource that you just can't have too much of in this game. No, you're right. None of them are as bad as Clint, Laura. There he is. We probably don't have enough time to get home, cook, and go get the statue. Be nice to have 2 of these. So when we start this up next weekend, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get the Iridium Krobus, and we're going to get the real Krobus. Which is exciting because I've never done that. Never roomed with Kroby before. Alright. I am satisfied. Brobus indeed. Alright, everybody. That's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the well wishes, too. Again, it gets a little better every day, so... I intend to have a normal streaming schedule next week. But again, a lot of that is dependent on construction at my property, which I've done my best to be involved in, so... I've even been operating a backhoe, which I didn't know I could do, but kind of fun. But yeah, that's the plan. Is I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'll try to figure out what games we're going to do this week. I want to finish 7 days. I'll start something else, and we'll pick up Stardew. Great conversations today. You guys, please take care of yourselves. If you are really getting to a point where you feel like you're not okay, I implore you to just take it seriously, treat it like a medical condition, find somebody you love and trust, and get some help. Please, like, we need you here. You're better here. Things are better with you here. So, but that's it. So, I'll see you guys when I see you. Good luck with what you have going on this week. Please take care, and remember to love yourself. See you guys.